So I would recommend it. We found the Catholic school system because our son was seeking out an alternative for his education, and we're thankful he did. And we'd love to help other people find this glorious system as well, and hope and pray they make the transition too.
Yeah. No, how did you discover DeLone Catholic?
Well, thank you, Lori, for having me. And it's an easy discussion to have because we're so excited that we have now all of our kids that are in school here in the DeLone Catholic and the feeder school system. We currently have a senior, Asher Rudolph, and when he was in 7th or 8th grade, we started receiving mailings from private schools all over the country.
Oh, wow.
And we thought they were just coming randomly, but come to find out, Asher had been sending off for private school information. So we had a conversation with him. We were like, Asher, we can't afford to send you to Massachusetts for prep school. However, if this is something you're interested in, we can have a conversation about it. In the meantime, continue to do well and stay out of trouble in your public school, middle school, and we'll look around a little closer to home. And so we started to do that and have that conversation and participate in that process with local private schools. We weren't too particularly excited about some of the options in Maryland near our house. We're from Hampstead, which is about 15 miles from here. And so we knew of several folks that were involved with DeLone Catholic. We started coming to some basketball games and talking to some others, and then set up a shadow day for Asher, and he got kind of excited about it as well. And so Asher enrolled as an incoming freshman. In the meantime, I also got involved in the basketball program, which was a win-win. I used to be a teacher and a coach prior to ministry. I'm now a United Methodist pastor, and again in Maryland. And so as the transition went, we talked to Asher. We were like, well, this is, we're going to do this. Now we're paying for school. My wife and I were public school students, and I was the public school teacher, so private school was never on our radar. And I said, however, if we're going to do this, we want to do it right, and we want you to take full advantage of it. And therefore, we were very excited to see the first week of school, he had a little issue in English class where he was being held accountable. And he had always made A's in middle school, but we kind of felt that he was a charmer and he got away with things. And so it only took us 1 week to discover that wasn't going to happen at DeLone. And he wanted us to talk to the teacher. We said, no way. This is exactly why you're here. If you want to talk to your teacher about whatever, go for it. But this is going to be one of the benefits of coming to DeLone, accountability.
Right.
And so he worked through that, and it was a blessing for him, and he had a great year after that transition, and we've never looked back. He has been challenged academically, he's thrived socially, and he was involved in football and basketball all 4 years. He's just had a great experience. And so it's one of the things that as we have reflected that we are excited about as well, is that the school shares our values. Again, we like the accountability. We feel that the staff here all want to be here. They're not here because the union sent them here. I know, no politics. But again, you're not getting, the staff here is not, they're not becoming rich by being teachers. And so that says something. And so we're excited about that as well. And so we had such a good experience with Asher that this year, all 6 of our kids that are at home, we have an older daughter that has already went through and she's in New York City. But all 6 of our kids are now in the system. And so we have a pre-K, a kindergartner, a 2nd grade, a 6th grader at St. Teresa's, and we have a freshman here as well, Marley at DeLone. Marley transitioned, hers is an interesting story as well. She transitioned from homeschooling. She was a homeschooled student because of gymnastics. And so again, we knew that was going to be a tough transition for her, but she has done really well this first quarter, and the same type of thing. She's been held accountable. She's had to do the work. Every day has not been easy, And so that's been exactly what we're looking for her as well. And we know that Asher is set up for success. He's going to go to Shepherd University. He's made A's and B's all the way through. And he's going to play basketball there. So we've just had a really good experience and look forward to the rest. The other piece that I would mention too is I did say that I was a Methodist pastor. My wife is as well. And so we are Protestant. And so some people ask us, like, why are you sending your kids to a Catholic school? Well, first of all, we have lots in common with Catholics as Protestant Methodists. But even beyond that, we felt it was important for our kids to have a spiritual aspect of their education. And not one day have we been displeased about what they learn here through their religion classes and having access to the priest and clergy that are here. Has all been a positive experience. Places where we do differ in terms of theology, again, which is very little, we have great and positive conversations about that and the respect that Asher and Marley have received in religion class. It goes both ways, and we appreciate that too. And so we don't ever hesitate in terms of that aspect. And in fact, we appreciate it. And now we wouldn't want to go backwards. We wouldn't want to send our kids back to public school because we value that part of it as well. And then the last thing I would say too is we are 15 miles away. There is bus service to Maryland, so that was comforting, even though we don't take advantage of it. But as more and more students are coming from where we live, we are part of a carpool, and so that helps. And so everybody kind of pitches in, and it all works. And that has not been an issue living outside the community. So I would recommend it. We found the Catholic school system because our son was seeking out an alternative for his education, and we're thankful he did. And we'd love to help other people find this glorious system as well, and hope and pray they make the transition too.
Yeah.